a lot of stuff's going on, and we're seeing some real positive things going on. We got a lot of activity. That's what I like to say. You know, activity is always good, because if you keep yourself active, you really don't have time to worry about things that normal people worry about, or you wouldn't normally worry about. You know, anything bad is kind of taking a back seat if you're active. You're kind of busy with stuff. You don't have time to worry about it. Then a lot of times what happens is when you go back to whatever was bothering you, you kind of can fix it because you got a clear mind. If you don't have a clear mind, it just bogs you down, just like quicksand, just constantly starts sinking you into it. No matter if it's business or outside of business or whatever it is. So one of the things we're going to talk about is more focus, laser focus, laser sharp focus, right? The more focused we become on a set goal, the more clearly we see how to reach it. So the more you say, this is what I want to accomplish, this is what I want to accomplish, and you start saying it, and you start just thinking it and believing it and realizing it, and just all of a sudden you start naturally moving toward that goal, because your mind is telling your body, let's go, I have a way. Your mind already knows how to fix it. I don't care what it is. I mean, this is an amazing thing about our minds. Our minds already know how to fix situations that we're in. The problem with that is, we don't believe it. We fight our own mind. We start fighting, I'll try this, and then I'll try that if this doesn't work. That's a plan B, isn't it? Then if this doesn't work, then I'll try this. Now, you still should be able to do these things, but if you go into anything thinking, this is my plan A, this is my plan B, this is my plan C, this is my plan D, guess what plan you're most amped to do?
A. The last one.
The last one, D. You know why?
Probably the easiest.
It is. It's, and a lot of times, to be honest with you, maybe it's the easiest, and usually it is, but it's also less fulfilling. It's, I want this, right? This is what I want, but I'll take this. If I can get this, I can't get this, then I'll take this. Notice, you're coming down. You're coming down. The mind is what's at play here. Because the mind does know what you want. And the mind can do it. Because the mind can see it. But if you tell the mind it cannot do it, it's too hard, it's too far, then the mind starts to believe that. Guess what's going to follow the mind? The body's going to follow the mind. The mind leads the body. The body does not lead the mind. No matter what people say. You know, some people walk into a room and they say, this guy's the smartest guy I've ever met, or the sharpest guy I've ever seen. And you know what they do? As soon as they say, and it's fine to say that the person's sharp, right? But what's not fine is what they normally do, a natural reaction to if someone sits down and says, this guy is so sharp, I mean, he's like the smartest guy in the world in this, right? You know what they do? They shut their mind off. Because they say, okay, if he's the sharp one and he's speaking, I don't have to think. All I need to do is hear him. That's what people do in speaking engagements and motivational speaking. That's why you watch people. They'll go to these motivational seminars. They'll come to these speaking engagements. They'll do this stuff, right? And they'll be rah, 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 ro, ro, shish, kum, ba, da, da, ya, 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 rah, while you're doing the presentation. I'm going to implement that. I'm going to do it. They're sitting there writing down what you say, and oh, that was a good one. Then you see them a month later, or even a week later, a lot of times, and they say, you remember what you said? And you said something. It was so strong, it was so profound, so this, that, and that. What was it again? Didn't you write it down? Yeah, but I don't know where I put it. Guess what that means?
You didn't care.
You didn't care, no.
You didn't implement it.
You didn't implement it. So like when I write stuff down, this stuff comes from my heart. Most of the times it comes directly from my mind and my heart. Sometimes I'll see something and I'll say, oh man, I want to teach my team on that. I like that. But majority of the times, while I'm driving in here, I ask God to speak through me. Give me a vision. And I wake up with something on my mind and I say, I'm going to bring it to you guys. Right?
You got it.
Sometimes, you know you're awesome at something. And then sometimes you don't realize you're awesome at something. Even if someone says, hey Cheyenne, you're awesome at doing this research. You're awesome at relaying this stuff to the client. I have watched you. I have seen it. It is happening. But Cheyenne says, really? I didn't realize it. Because she's just naturally getting better at whatever she's doing. Naturally, right? But she's never got a chance to stand outside of herself and watch herself. She hasn't had the camera on her so she could actually watch. You know that you can do something if you want to apply yourself, right? You want to reach your potential, you can reach it because you reached it before, right? Now you can get better. You can get better. You have to always believe you can get better. So if something drops off, even one day, you had an off day, didn't you? You had an off day. Who has to have that checkup from the neck up? Yeah. Somebody else said, oh, you had an off day today. Yeah. That's okay, it's always tomorrow. Maybe. For somebody, there is no tomorrow. Right? Situations, there might not be a good tomorrow for somebody else. Make your mind do what it does. Unleash it. Think of ways. Let me tell you how you do it. Don't just think about what it is you do. Think about what it is the team wants. If we want to make more money, it's simple.
Which is not easy.
There you go. It's simple, but it's not easy. A bunch of talented individuals will lose to a less talented team. Because see, the team is working together for common goals. So none of them may have the superstars on the other team. You know I can use all kind of analogies. I've done it before, haven't I? Even last year it happened in football, right? If the talented individuals don't become a team, it's almost impossible for them to win. You'll see great plays here and there. Oh my goodness, did you see that? That was awesome. But they're still gonna lose. Still gonna lose. They might not get blown out. Most likely they won't. And the only reason they won't get blown out is because of what? Their sheer talent. Raw talent got them in the game. But because they won't work together, they still will come up short.